Listen, before anything begins, let me ask you something. When was the last time you loved someone so deeply that it changed you, and then lost them in a way that changed you even more? If that question stings, stay with me, because what you're about to hear isn't just a story. It's a mirror, a reminder of the love you gave, the pain you tolerated, and the truth you were too afraid to admit. Take a breath, because after this video, you will never look at love, or yourself, the same way again. Picture this. It's late. The world is quiet. The kind of quiet that doesn't calm you. The kind that forces you to hear your own thoughts. You're standing in a room that used to feel warm, familiar, alive, but now it feels like a museum of moments that meant everything, and suddenly mean nothing. And maybe you're thinking about someone who once held your heart so gently that you believed they would never let it fall. Someone who looked at you like you were rare. Someone who understood the version of you that the world always overlooked. Someone who made you feel seen in a way that was almost frightening. But what hurts the most isn't that they're gone. It's that life is still moving. Days are still turning, and somehow the world is acting like nothing happened when everything in you has. This is the part people never talk about. The moment where you realize that the world doesn't stop for your heartbreak. You still have to wake up. You still have to breathe. You still have to pretend you're fine when you're not even close. And maybe the worst part, you miss someone who might not miss you in the same way anymore. But let me tell you something, my friend. Heartbreak isn't just emotional. It's biochemical. It's neurological. It's your dopamine and serotonin collapsing at the same time. It's your brain screaming for a person who once felt like home to your nervous system. And every time they cross your mind, your chest tightens like a warning, your stomach drops like a truth you never wanted to face, and your heartbeat echoes like a memory that refuses to die. You know why losing someone you loved feels like dying? Because your brain built a life around them. Its chemistry rewired itself for them. Your routines wrapped around their presence. Your emotions attached themselves to their voice. Even your silence belonged to them. So when they leave, your brain doesn't understand. It still looks for them, still expects them to walk through that door, still listens for the notification that never comes. And you try to move on. You try to convince yourself that you're stronger than this, that time will heal it, that eventually you'll stop caring. But deep down, you know that time doesn't erase people. It only teaches you how to carry them differently. Some nights you'll remember their laugh. Some mornings you'll remember their warmth. Sometimes you'll hear a song and it'll feel like a ghost pressing a hand over your heart. But here's the truth you need to hear. The people who leave you with the deepest wounds are the same people who once gave you the greatest comfort. Because healing doesn't come from forgetting. Healing comes from forgiving yourself for loving someone the way you did. And the truth is, no matter how strong you are, no matter how much you pretend you're indifferent, you will always feel something for the person who once felt like everything. But listen closely. This is where your story shifts. Because the moment you realize the world won't love you the way they did, you also realize something even more powerful. You can love yourself the way they didn't. And that changes everything. You begin to see that the person you lost was not the end of your story. They were a chapter, a lesson, a mirror reflecting parts of you that you needed to see, even if it shattered you. You start noticing that the pain you carry is not weakness. It's proof that you have the capacity to feel deeply, that your heart isn't numb, that your soul is still alive. The world may not love you like they did, but that doesn't mean the world won't love you at all. It means the love you're going to receive, the one that lasts, the one that stays, the one that chooses you, will be nothing like the love you lost. Because the right person will not make you beg. They will not make you feel small. They will not confuse your worth with their convenience. The right person will see you, all of you. Even the parts you hide, even the parts you're ashamed of, even the parts you think make you unlovable, they will stay, not because they need you, but because they choose to, every single day. But before that person arrives, you have to become someone who doesn't chase love, but attracts it. And that happens when you stop looking backward at what broke you and start looking forward to what's waiting. Let me tell you something honest. You didn't lose someone. You lost a version of your life that wasn't meant to last. You lost a story that wasn't written to be your ending. You lost a person who didn't understand how rare your soul truly is. And yes, it hurts. It hurts because you cared. It hurts because you gave. It hurts because you're human. But one day, you'll wake up and realize that your heart didn't break to punish you. It broke to rebuild you. You will laugh again. Not the broken laugh you force around people, but the real one. The one that feels like breathing after holding your breath for too long. You will feel again. Not the numbness you sit with at 2 a.m., but warmth. Gentle, safe, effortless warmth. You will trust again. Not because people suddenly became trustworthy, but because you did the work to trust yourself first. And when you finally meet someone new, someone who sees you, cherishes you, protects your peace, and meets your loyalty with their own, you will understand why the one you lost could never stay. Because the person who left was not your destiny. They were your turning point. And maybe, just maybe, the world will never love you as deeply as that one person did. But the right person will love you more wisely, more gently, more consistently, more truthfully. That is the love you deserve. That is the love coming your way. That is the love your future self is already thanking you for. So don't lose hope. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose the belief that your heart still has chapters left to write. Because one day, you won't just get over this, you'll outgrow it. And when that day comes, you'll realize that everything you lost was leading you toward everything you're meant to find. And that is the beauty of your story. Before you close this video, pause for a moment. Not for me, for yourself. Because if you felt even a single sentence in your chest tonight, it means your heart is still alive, still fighting, still capable of becoming something stronger than the pain that tried to break it. You are not done. You are not defeated. Your story is still unfolding, and the part you're walking through right now is not the ending, it's the awakening. So heal gently, forgive slowly, love wisely, and remember this. The world may not always give you the love you deserve, but one day you will meet someone who does. And when they stay, you'll finally understand why everyone else had to leave.